Hi, this is Dr. Conley again. I want to talk with you lastly about group dynamics. Now, group dynamics are ways in which an individual can impact a group or ways in which a group affects an individual. An example, let's say there's 3 or 4 of you who usually go out to eat, and every once in a while there's a 5th person who comes along. And when that extra person comes along, it's either going to be, oh my gosh, this is going to be a long night. I wish we didn't have to go. I can't stand when she goes. Drama always occurs. Or perhaps it's somebody who's fun. Oh, I love when she comes. We wind up like doing things and she knows all the people to get into the different places. That one person can impact the group. Now, also think about a time in which groups influence individuals. Whether it's yourself or you observe someone else. You see them acting one way with one particular group, and then you see them acting differently with another type of group. Does it mean they're phony or two-faced? No, but perhaps the different cultures or different parts of the different types of groups may warrant different behaviors or different parts of even yourself, as far as the roles that we play within those groups. All right. Things that affect group dynamics, group size, dyad, real close, tight, things such as marriage, love affairs, close friends. These are the most intense and most intimate. Those are dyads. Now, triads. This is a heads up. What do they say about 3? Triads are groups of 3 people, but 3 is a crowd. Always, when you have that dynamic of 3, there's always one person that feels like they're on the outside. Now, with a dyad, very strong, very tight bond right there, okay? You have this person, you have that person. Now, you see this is very linear, but very tight bond. Add in the third part. Could even be a baby in a marriage. I'm an only child, so if those of you all working on it or thinking about it, have more than one so you don't have this dynamic of 3. Okay, now, baby takes the attention away from this. So then that can create kind of challenges amongst couples, which happens. It could be another friend. You're having a conversation with this one, you're feeling left, this person's feeling left out. Or you're having a conversation, this person's feeling left out. For some reason, there's a lot of drama. Even in high school, I remember there was 3 of us who were good friends. But we were friends at the same time for all of perhaps half of a day. Then one was mad at the other, and then this person, it was just kind of crazy. But there's something with that dynamic of 3 to always think about. When you divide people into groups, do not divide them into 3. Do 4, 7, 8, but not 3. All right. Last thing I want to talk about, leadership. I know you're taking the leadership style survey to let you know what type of leader, but there are 2 types of leaders, but the survey is so you can identify your leadership style. Okay. Types of leaders. Instrumental, you have those that are always focused on the goal. What is that ultimate goal? Then you have those who try, the expressive type of leader, who tries to increase harmony and minimize conflict in the group. So depending on the type of group you have or your whatever the project may be, see what kind of strengths you have amongst your employees to determine who should go into what group. If you have a certain project that's due, let's say today's Monday, October 31st. Let's say you have a project that's due on Monday, November 6th. You have some people like, we need to have this done by November 6th. So let's keep moving toward that goal. You have some people that are very kind of focused on what the end product is and making sure that everyone stays on track to reach that goal. Then let's say you have, a creative marketing team. You have all these creative thinkers who are kind of thinking all outside the box in all different directions. And one thinks their idea is better than the other. Imagine like somebody marketing toothpaste. Imagine how that might really, you sit down, no, I think we should do it this way. I think we should do it that way. That's when you need the expressive leader to kind of say, wait, I kind of think like a little bit of both of your ideas. Try to kind of minimize conflict and increase harmony to try to prevent like fisticuffs in the middle of this strategy meeting for how we're going to advertise the next product we have, okay? And then the 3 leadership styles. Authoritarian, lead by giving orders. Democratic, those who lead by reaching consensus like I talked about. Those who have the skill. Consensus building takes a longer period of time. But even in a company, if it takes a half a day in a meeting where people are going to hash out to all come to one final agreement, imagine the work productivity over the next month versus somebody saying, do it this way, and you just feel like you're just like an object and okay, I'll just do it. Okay, they're probably going to be more even employee investment if they feel like they're have had input into the decision. And the laissez-faire leader, one who leads by being highly permissive. This type of leader, there are some people who you can tell them what they need to do, and you know, guaranteed, they're going to have the job done. I remember one of my first supervisors, she said, Dawn, I don't care what you do, just get your work done, and I don't like surprises. That was all I needed to hear. She was being laissez-faire with me. If I wasn't getting the work done, then perhaps she may have to go autocratic or authoritarian on me and say, do this by 12, do this by 2. Okay, but fortunately, it didn't happen that way. And I liked those 3 things because it kept the lines of communication open. I was constantly calling her, heads up, you might hear this, or this client might say this. So she was never surprised, and we had a great communication and working relationship. All right. So it just depends on who is in your group, that you may have to use all 3 different leadership styles at different times. But what you'll find from the survey is you lean more toward one particular type of leadership style than another. Alrighty, that's it for leadership, and just wanted to check in with you, and I will see you next week. Have a great one.